Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Reisna. I hope you're doing very, very well. We are going to be playing Love in Deepspace. Woo! We're doing Xavier's Kindled Revelries today. I haven't actually read it all the way through, so we're in for a treat. Let's get started. Banquet Memo, Xavier, Prelude. Recently, staff at a hotel reported peculiar incidents occurring around midnight. For instance, the carpet that was just cleaned would suddenly smell sour, or the guests' personal belongings would go missing for some reason. They suspect it's all because of a wanderer. Many hunters have investigated the hotel, but no one was able to find the source. So we need to pretend to be attendees at the masquerade and ensure everyone's safety, all the while figuring out the cause of the energy fluctuations?
Yeah, that's about everything on the mission briefing.
Then we should get going. Maybe we can figure it out before the masquerade starts. Xavier shakes his head.
The staff said the energy fluctuations don't happen every day. They only occur when the hotel is packed. And it will be the most crowded during the masquerade.
I sit down on Xavier's couch and look at the invitation with the signature embossed in the bottom right-hand corner. I see. I was wondering why you were interested in a masquerade. It turns out the invitation was for a mission.
Are you disappointed?
No.
But you just frowned.
Huh? Taken aback, I touch my brow. I quickly drum up an excuse. My dance skills aren't the greatest. What if I mess up and make everyone panic? That wouldn't be good. Xavier nods as if he believes me.
I would have picked a different mission if I had known.
What else is there? Let me see. Just as I'm about to turn on my hunter's watch, Xavier grabs it.
There's an energy fluctuation at an abandoned construction site. We could also deal with the wanderer hiding under the manhole covers in the old quarter, or...
These missions sound easy. Take your pick. Or are you saying you know how to waltz? Sighing, Xavier leans back against the couch.
I don't. You do have a wild imagination, though.
He takes the invitation from me and points at the date.
We'll be working during you-know-what.
I know. My attention lingers on the date for a moment before I look back at him. What about you?
If I didn't, I would have chosen another mission. Yet while everyone else is thinking about doing romantic things, you're here asking me to lift manhole covers.
Xavier appears to be deep in thought. Afterward, he looks up at me.
We have a mission that day, but after the masquerade. Would you like to do something else together?
Chapter 1. To blend in, the first step is learning how to waltz. Just as I'm about to talk to Xavier on how not to give ourselves away, he reveals he's already a step ahead of me. Learn how to waltz with Wyatt and become the brightest star at the ball? I approach the TV in the center of the living room, which is currently paused on a dance tutorial video. Xavier didn't turn it off in time. Xavier, I didn't know you had it in you. Xavier avoids my gaze, pulling me away while grabbing the remote to turn off the TV.
I don't want to be the brightest star, but not being able to dance is probably just as bad.
Who knew you'd be so proactive? I nod and pat Xavier's shoulder. You wanted to practice at home in secret, then surprise everyone.
Except I wasn't practicing. I was reviewing. Besides, a waltz is a two-person affair. You shouldn't practice alone.
Xavier meets my gaze.
You can't dance either, right?
Nope. What do you mean?
Wyatt will be waiting for you right here tomorrow afternoon.
I need to think about it if only Wyatt is waiting for me.
Your classmate Xav will be there too. And that means we'll be seeing each other for the next couple of days, right?
That was cute. That was actually very cute. Chapter 2. On a sunny afternoon, my first dance practice with Xavier begins. His hand rests on my waist, he leads me to the beat of the music in the video, and we twirl to the rhythm. Even though I assume Xavier is as awkward as me with waltzing, he's actually quite good. I have to ask. When there's a break between songs, I lift my head to look at Xavier.
Yes?
Did you actually learn how to dance just by watching videos? Your movements, being able to follow the beat while staying calm, you can't be a newbie.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not really a beginner.
I knew it!
You're overthinking it. I'm not an expert either.
Xavier lowers his head. The sunlight from the window touches his back, casting a shadow in the corner of the room.
I only practiced a little in the past.
I wonder if I should ask him when that happened, how he learned to waltz, and whether he danced with another person. He suddenly raises his head. His expression and mine are the same.
I have a question for you two.
Huh?
Were you looking for something on the ground?
Your foot. Feeling dejected, I try to put some distance between us, but he only holds my waist tighter.
It doesn't matter if you step on my foot. You won't break it. Also, there are more important things to worry about when it comes to a waltz.
Like?
You need to keep your eyes on your dance partner.
Chapter 3. After several days of practice, I've greatly improved. However, the next problem lies with Xavier.
Do we really need to buy clothes for this mission?
Scanning the store we're in, Xavier stands at the entrance of the fitting room. He always wears the same thing: white sweaters, white hoodies, white jackets. Xavier looks at the dress shirt in my hand, and his expression slightly upset.
But this is also white.
I pick up another suit jacket and shove it into Xavier's arms and push him into the fitting room. Now it's not. Xavier pulls back the curtains wearing the suit, and I suddenly understand how the CEO and TV dramas feel while waiting for their girls to come out of their dressing room. Then I shake my head, and Xavier goes back into the fitting room to change.
I think this one is good.
You just don't want to try another one. We can do better.
I didn't realize being your dance partner also includes being stripped of my right to choose my outfit.
You're my mission partner and dance partner. You need to be eye candy if I'm going to be looking at you the whole time.
Is that so?
He nods and obediently returns to the fitting room to change again. When Xavier comes out wearing a new jacket, I point to the suit and turn to Otto, and as the CEO male leads say, I'm buying all of them. However, as I get up to leave, Xavier suddenly grabs my wrist.
It's my turn.
Like?
If I'm going to be looking at you the whole time, you need to be eye candy. For me.
Xavier's fingers glide between the clothes hangers before stopping at a dress.
I like this one. Can you wear it?
Oh my god. I didn't expect my waltzing skills to improve so much in a few days. Before the masquerade, Xavier and I wrap up our last dance practice. Why are you laughing?
I guess only a dance partner can make those sort of comments.
You're not saying I'm a bad dancer, are you?
Not at all. You're pretty good.
Hearing Xavier's praise, I let out a sigh of relief and plop onto the couch.
Are you tired?
A little.
Come to think of it, the lights will be dimmed when we're carrying out the mission. You don't need to be perfect.
In dim lighting, I stare at the ceiling, my mind unintentionally recalling the past few days.
What are you thinking about?
Xavier sits down next to me. If it wasn't for this mission, I would have never known you could dance.
That doesn't sound like a compliment.
You just don't seem like the type of guy to attend balls or enjoy dancing.
So you like to watch me suffer. I see.
Nonsense. I just think doing these things with you every now and again is nice. Thoughtful, Xavier nods.
In other words, we can keep going.
Xavier stands up and holds out his hand. Huh? I just sat down. The couch isn't even warm yet.
Dance practice is fun when you're my partner. And it's not every day we get to do this. We should make the most of it.
Xavier, you monster. Last chapter, the end. The masquerade is set to begin in the evening, but only when the setting sun totally disappears do I finish applying my makeup. Meanwhile, from what I can see in the mirror, Xavier is struggling to put on his tie. Sensing my attention on him, he raises his head and meets my gaze in the mirror.
It's been a while since I wore a tie. I don't remember how to put it on. Can you do it for me?
I sigh, stand up and turn around. I inadvertently lean against the vanity table. Idiot. Xavier approaches me and I grab the end of his tie. Come closer. Xavier looms over me and he leans down, and his gaze just so happens to fall on my lips. What are you looking at?
Didn't you ask me to come closer?
I purse my lips and take the tie under Xavier's gaze. My fingers fumble, pulling the tie a few times.
I can't breathe.
Then stop staring and turn your head to the side. Xavier does so. Part of his neck is exposed, revealing his veins. Yet I feel like a beast has purposely exposed its weak point and is now daring careless hunters to approach.
What are you looking at?
Looking respectfully. My eyes look above his head and see the clock on the wall behind him. I'm checking the time. Xavier nods, straightens his posture, and turns to glance at the clock.
It's about to start. Shouldn't we get going?
I pretend to be calm as I straighten his tie. I pick up the bag hanging on the coat rack. Let's go. The ballroom is located on the top floor of the hotel. Listening to the music seep through the door, Xavier and I stand outside. We both take a deep breath and walk in, holding hands. Xavier and I put in a lot of effort to not expose our identities, but once we enter the ballroom, we notice guests are only focused on their dance partner. No one has noticed us. We dance. My evil doesn't resonate with anything that could be related to a wanderer either. We won't be able to finish today, huh? Before Xavier responds, I sense a subtle change in the air. It's here, just outside, I say in a low voice as I glance at the door. At that moment, my hand reaches for the gun strapped to my leg, and I rush out of the room and follow the energy fluctuation. Lemonette? I aim my gun at Lemonette's round, familiar face, kneeling on the ground, trembling.
I hit myself with my own acid. Darn it.
No wonder there were strange events occurring at midnight. Sour liquid on the carpet, guest belongings disappearing. After Xavier and I deal with the culprit, we lean against the ballroom door. Neither of us speaks, and we listen to the music.
Although it's absurd, it makes sense.
Lemonette can't stand the sight of others doing well. With a small body comes a narrow mind.
It's good that everything has been resolved.
I take a deep breath and look at the door behind us. Now what?
We spent almost the entire night trying to find that wanderer.
Xavier turns to me, straightens his posture, and holds out his hand to me.
No one's here. Shall we focus on seeing the results of our dance practice?
Oh, that was cute. That was very, very cute. Yay! Alright, that was so cute. The next video, there's going to be a part 2. We're going to read the Memoria. So look out for that. We're going to be reading the Tender Night Memoria. So please look out for that. If you enjoyed this read along, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment in any of that order. It's Reason again. I'll be signing off. Alrighty, have a good one, everybody. Bye.